Hello students, our topic for today is Doctrine of Eclipse. So the doctrine of eclipse means to hide wholly or in part or throwing into the shade. So this doctrine aims to validate a statue which remains dominant as it is overshadowed by the rights based on the principle that a law which violates the fundamental right is not nullity or void ab initio, but it becomes only unenforceable. So such law shall be wiped out totally from the statute book. According to 13(1) of the Indian Constitution, all laws in force of territory of India that were immediately before the commencement of the Constitution and which are inconsistent with the fundamental rights that are mentioned in our part 3 will be void to the extent to such inconsistency. So this is talking about this article is discussing about the doctrine of eclipse. So the statute which is inconsistent will be declared void, that is it will be dormant or not dead. So the inconsistency of such statute can be removed by an amendment to that effect so that the statute becomes valid and enforceable. So whatever part is making this kind of statute inconsistent with the law will be valid and enforceable if there is an amendment made and such inconsistency is removed by the amendment. Bikaji Narayan and Dhakaras versus the state of MP is a case law which is discussing about the doctrine of eclipse. So in this case provision, CP and Bearer Motor Vehicle Amendment Act 1947, it authorized the state government to make up the entire motor transport business in the province to the exclusion of motor transport operations. And this provision, though valid when enacted, it became void on the coming into the force of the Constitution in 1950 as it violated Article 19(1)(g) of the Constitution. However, in 1951, Clause 6 of Article 19 was amended by the Constitution First Amendment Act by authorizing the government to monopolies and of any business. And the Supreme Court held that the effect of the amendment was to remove the shadow and to make the impungent act free from all the blemish or infirmity, and due to this it became enforceable against the citizens as well as the non-citizens after the constitutional impediment was removed. So this law was mainly eclipsed for the time being by the fundamental rights, and as soon as the eclipse was removed, the law began to operate from the date of the removal. So the Supreme Court held that any existing law which is inconsistent with the fundamental rights will become inoperative from the date of the constitution, and it will not be totally dead, so it will be dormant. So it is on an eclipse, and whenever this inconsistency is removed from the law statute or from the act that is violating the fundamental rights, then this inconsistency will be removed, and automatically it will be consistent with the law and it will be valid. It will be a valid law. Deepchand versus State of Uttar Pradesh is another example for fundamental doctrine of eclipse. Thank you.